So if we had all sun, we would have all desert. Yeah. Or as I like to say when I'm working, I always say we would all die. Honestly, we would. Hi, it's Keisha Henry with New Beginning Healing Institute. Welcome to today's Monday Power Tip. And I'm not sure if you had a chance to see the post I made today. It has a woman with an umbrella. She's in the rain and she's dancing in the rain. She is. And I'd like to think that's me. And then the quote that supports that, it says that if you're truly present, you will learn, meaning that you're not only physically present, but you're emotionally present too. So you're able to connect the two, you're integrating, and you're able to fully appreciate, embrace, and do something positive with that. Now, to be fair, the woman with the umbrella in the rain, it could be that she has something positive happening and she's out there dancing and doing her thing, regardless of who's watching, or maybe no one's watching, to be clear. Or it could be that she's having, a difficult negative emotion and she's still out there and being present and she's dancing and she's doing that thing. She's doing her thing. Honestly, I would like to think that's me. Yes, I do. But today's power tip really is going at the heart of what do you do when you have difficult emotions, right? We typically think that or feel when we're having a difficult emotion that it's going to last forever. Yes, it does feel like that. The brain sometimes tell us that there's no hope and it's just going to be horrible. And then we start catastrophizing about that thing that's happening. And so we check out. In our world, we call that dissociating. So we check out, and instead of learning how to sit with that, be with that, we end up skipping it in that moment, and we end up more times than not repeating that behavior. And so when something else negative comes along, we repeat the same behavior or even worse. And what we do, we actually strengthen that neural pathway in the brain to respond in that negative way. And so still yet not becoming skillful at how to handle negative emotions. Again, to be fair, some persons have positive things happening and they still don't know how to deal with that. They just shy away. In either case, remember, those are extremes, right? If it's all sun, you're going to have all desert. So in either case, positive or negative, not knowing how to handle them, really, the outcome is not something that you probably want. So how is it then that some of us are not skilled or skillful in managing our emotions? Well, if you're not taught, if you're not learned, I should say, about how to do that, taught or learned, then you're not going to know. Perhaps you learned in a negative way. Perhaps you learned in unhealthy ways. Perhaps you've learned not to cry. Perhaps when something is happening, you've learned to not cry. Well, maybe, when you're growing up, stop crying. Boys don't cry. Be a tough girl, put on your big girl underwear. That's the new saying now. As if to say those emotions are not valid. As if to say that whatever you're feeling is not valid or should be recognized. Or perhaps, I don't know, for you growing up in the Caribbean, when you get a spanking, you were told, you're crying? Why are you crying? Okay, I'm going to show you why you shouldn't cry, right? And you kept getting lashed. I mean, you're going to cry. So essentially, we've learned, some of us have learned how to not, face our negative emotions, how to just check out while you're getting that spanking. Yeah, we've learned to just kind of check out and just be stoic. Okay, you're going to spank me? Okay, I'll just stand there, take the whipping. Yeah? And then you cry behind closed doors, or then you do different things to kind of, dull the pain. And so when we become older, we do more difficult things. We do more unhealthy things. We engage in more unhealthy behaviors to help to manage those negative emotions. And truly, at the end of the day, we end up repeating negative behaviors, negative patterns, instead of just dancing in the rain. I'm not sure if you connected that power tip today, but think about it. Remember, if we have all sun, we're going to have all desert. I'm not sure. Are you the person that you're really not sure how to handle positive emotions? You're on the other side. Or maybe you're the person that, you have negative, difficult emotions when things happen and you're not sure how to deal with that. So I'm going to leave you with two things, actually. Two things. Number one, identify when something negative is happening. Recognize the emotion. Learn to identify exactly what you're feeling. I'm going to challenge you to write that down. Tell that to a close friend or a relative, or if not, tell it to a professional. Hey, you know what? I think I understand what's happening with me. Can you help me with that? The second thing I'm going to invite you to do is to learn how to center yourself. Learn how to do breath work, breathing, centering yourself, grounding yourself, perhaps going outside in nature, taking a look at what's going on around you can also help you to slow down and to help you to identify what is happening so you can learn how to manage that and actually move through that in that moment. Thank you for listening to today's Monday Power Tip. I'll see you again next week, Monday, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day.